It began the moment I sensed something was different about my wife. Her attitude shifted. She became distant, guarded, and oddly defensive whenever I asked her the simplest questions. At first, I convinced myself it was just work stress or family pressure. But deep inside, I knew there was something more. I chose not to confront her right away. Instead, I stayed calm, watching quietly. Days turned into weeks, and her behavior only grew harder to ignore. She started coming home late. Her phone was always locked, and I'd catch her smiling at messages she quickly hid from me. When I tried to talk to her, she brushed me off, insisting I was imagining things. That's when I realized I needed proof. If she thought she could deceive me forever, she was mistaken. One evening, she told me she was going out with friends. I didn't question her. I simply nodded, pretended to fall asleep, and waited until she left. Moments later, I followed her discreetly. My heart dropped when I saw her climb into another man's car. The way they laughed together told me this wasn't new. It had been going on for a while. Something inside me broke that night, but I knew this wasn't the moment to act. The next morning, I behaved as if nothing had happened. I made her breakfast, smiled, even kissed her cheek. She had no idea I had witnessed everything. From that point on, I began planning carefully, making sure she wouldn't suspect a thing. If she wanted to play games, I would show her how it felt to lose. Over the following days, I gathered evidence. Screenshots of her texts, photos of her secret meetings, even recordings of her sweet whispers to someone who wasn't me. Each discovery cut me deeply, but it also fueled my resolve. She thought she was clever. She had no idea I was one step ahead. I knew confronting her alone would only end in lies and tears, so I prepared something she could never escape, the truth revealed publicly. I arranged a small gathering at our home, inviting close family and a few trusted friends. She believed it was just a casual dinner. She had no idea it would be the stage for her downfall. The evening began with laughter and light conversation. She played the part of the perfect wife, smiling and serving food. I watched her closely, waiting for the right moment. Then I cleared my throat and told everyone I had something important to share. The room went quiet as I connected my phone to the TV. Her smile froze when the first photo appeared. One by one, the evidence flashed across the screen: her late-night outings, her affectionate texts, her whispered phone calls. Gasps filled the room. Her face went pale. She stumbled over words, trying to explain, but the proof was undeniable. For once, she had no excuses left. Her family stared in shock. My friends shook their heads in disbelief. She rushed to me, begging me to stop, pleading for forgiveness. But I stayed calm. I met her eyes and said quietly, "This is a lesson you'll carry for the rest of your life. Betrayal has consequences." She collapsed in tears, realizing what she had destroyed: her dignity, her reputation, and the trust one once gave her freely, all gone in a single night. She begged me not to leave, but my silence spoke louder than her cries. She finally felt the weight of her own lies. That night, I packed my things and walked out. I didn't yell. I didn't curse. I left with my head held high, leaving her behind to face the wreckage she created. She thought she could toy with my heart, but I showed her that every betrayal carries a price. The next morning, her family told me she couldn't even meet their eyes. The humiliation was unbearable for her. She called me endlessly, flooded my phone with messages, but I never responded. My silence was the sharpest punishment. Now, she lives haunted by that night, a memory that will follow her forever. Every time she picks up her phone, every time she even thinks about lying, she will remember how her world collapsed in front of everyone. As for me, I moved forward with a stronger heart. Though the pain was real, I refused to let betrayal define me. Instead, I turned it into strength. She showed me what deception feels like. I showed her a lesson she'll never erase. That night ensured she would never forget. No betrayal goes without consequence, and no liar outruns the truth.